Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. We're
I
gonna.
like your beard.
Oh, thanks.
Sexy.
Just noticing it.
Yeah.
I've been growing it every day.
It's sexy.
So we're going through our Wayne Dyer. What is it? These are his concepts on how to transform.
Right. So Wayne Dyer says, change your thoughts, change your life. Change the thoughts you think and the words you speak, and you can alter your life in a positive way.
Yeah, he's got some great stuff. So we're just playing a couple clips, some of his points, and discussing it. So here we go.
This is your sacred quest. The doorway to higher levels of awareness in your life opens inward. And most of us spend our lives facing the wrong way, looking outside of ourselves for the solutions to our problems. Where inward, in that silent, quiet, empty space within, is where the universal intelligence lies. It is where your essence as a human being is. Begin to look inward rather than outward each day.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. Looking inward rather than looking outward, right?
Right. You and I talked about this a couple of days ago before we started listening to this. I'm sure we've heard him before over and over. But we talk about this in every video. Everything comes from within, whether it's positive or negative, right?
Right, and nothing's new out there, as they say. I really believe that everything's already out there, and there's just some of the greats just keep repeating it a different way. But you would think we would all get it, but we have to be reminded. So I think that looking inward is really important. We talk a lot about that with self-love and self-confidence. To be that light giver in the room, you have to have that self-confidence, and that's all inward, right?
Right. And, I just want to repeat his words because it's so profound, and so many of us do it, I don't want to say the wrong way, but we do it in a way where we're not able to make the change that we're looking for. So what he says is the doorways to the higher levels of awareness in your life opens inward, and most of us spend our lives facing the wrong way, looking outside of ourselves for the solutions to our problems. A lot of times, and I've been guilty of it. I really am very conscious about it now, but in my earlier days before I was as aware as I am now, it was really easy to blame the outside world for my own inadequacies, right? Instead of looking within and saying, well, maybe I just didn't do a good job, or maybe I could learn some more about something before I speak on it. There's so many different things, but our natural tendency is, ooh, hello ego, I couldn't possibly be the reason that failed, right? So I'm sure it was something outside of myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the outside world is your reality. It's everybody's reality. And your perception is your reality. So your perception is really your internal thoughts. It's what you think about something. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
If you think something didn't go your way and you're trying to blame somebody else, where did that come from? That's your perception of it. Your inner thoughts are creating that reality that maybe you don't feel so good about. You're creating it. Which is really profound when you think about it. But the doorway definitely opens in. If you want to solve something, you got to look, in here, in your heart and mind, and figure out, I need to look at this a different way. I need to perceive this a different way to create a new reality.
And I love to always bring everything to relationships because, in my world, relationships and love are really the essence for the reason that I exist. I live for the love that I share with you and the love that I have for our girls and our family and our friends. And, everything else is secondary for me. So in looking at what Wayne Dyer is saying here, if you are in a relationship or maybe even in a marriage and you're finding that there's just a lot of confrontation or frustration. And, you know, it's really easy to say, well, you know, he never does anything at home. I do everything at home. It's very easy to blame someone else for your own frustrations. But what you really need to do is look within and first of all say, do I want to make this marriage work? Do I want to make this relationship work? Or do I want to just complain about all of the things that my partner does and push my partner further away, which if my goal is to make the relationship work, you need to look within and make the necessary changes within instead of blaming everything on the outside and pushing your desired outcome further away. Right.
Absolutely.
So he's just an amazing man, and I'm so glad that he's able to live through all of the the messages that he left behind, all the great books and the recordings, etc. And Jeffrey and I are big fans of his. So wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the nest at Copper Mountain.
Thanks for listening, guys, and as always, love to hear your comments down below. Thanks.